What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another YouTube stream. I'm back. How's it going? We're gonna be streaming for about an hour or so, welcoming myself back. How's it going? What up, Sam? What up, Silver? How are you guys doing? Welcome. You're my favorite. Well, I try. Thank you so much. So I gotta tweet out the stream right now, as always. I gotta, you gotta tweet it out. Let's see. Make sure I got a good one going on over here. But how's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. What is up, Lucas? What up, Matt? How's everybody doing? All right, let me go to my channel real quick so I can tweet this out. Gotta tweet it out quick. All right, let's go here. Put that on pause. Share. Tweeta. All right. But what is up? Back from Comic-Con. Although I've been back from Comic-Con for a while. I did stream on Tuesday over on Twitch. If you missed that, you should definitely go subscribe to us over there. We'll be doing another stream later tonight, playing some GTA, possibly some Apex. But you should definitely go hang out over there. But how's everybody doing? Let's see. All right, I'm just tweeting this out real quick, which is hilarious because I don't really use Twitter much anymore. So there we go. I'm trying not to use Twitter as much anymore, is what I should say. All right, we're good. Tweeted it out. Dude, I might get a girl. Sam, don't ever overestimate trying to get a girl. It's not an easy thing to do unless you got money, because sometimes that's easier. But sometimes it's not, because there's a lot of rich people that don't have girls either, because maybe they like guys. Hello, have you seen Batman Hush movie? I have seen Batman Hush. I thought it was okay. I know a lot of people are like, this movie's trash. You're not going to beat that story. That is probably the greatest Batman story of all time. So there's no way a movie was going to live up to that. I think even if they were to make a live-action Hush movie, it would be very different as well. And yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a super mega fan of it, but I was entertained when I was watching it. I went into that movie with very low expectations because I knew it wasn't going to be as good as the comic book. So what I saw, I was like, that's not bad. I kind of like the way they showed a little bit more of Selena Kyle and Batman, which was pretty dope. Or Catwoman and Batman, I should say. But the ending was it was alright. It was whatever. But I still thought it was a really dope, I was entertained is what I'll say. I was entertained. I wasn't like, oh my god, I was so freaking, this was the greatest movie of all. No, I wasn't like that. But I was entertained, and that's all I could really care for at the end of the day. Let's see. Juice, you didn't give me any bro advice on Discord. Of course I didn't give any bro advice. Everybody else was already memeing it up in there, so I was like, mwah. What up, James? How you doing? I'm good. He said in his video, can I join if you guys play Apex? Maybe, Sam. Have you got any more wins? Because me and Lucas needed a third last night, and where were you? Where were you, at a dance, trying to get a girlfriend, and you just left your boys hanging, and then you want advice when we needed you? Come on, Sam. Come on. Let's see. Are you reading Curse of the White Knight? I actually just read it for the first time yesterday. I do get comics early because I work with that website, Legion of... wow, I was going to say Legions of Collectors, but that's the old box DC used to have. Comic Book Legion. I get them early. I even got next week's already, and I haven't got to read any of them. I've been just so behind trying to catch up on other stuff. But yes, I finally got to read it because I still buy the comics on Wednesdays, and I got to read it yesterday. So I enjoyed it, but I wasn't a big fan of how the original White Knight ended. So this one I'm kind of just going along for the ride. But I'm always interested in this Elseworld type Batman story, so I'm interested to see where it's going to go. And I do really enjoy the art, but I wasn't like super wowed by it. But that's probably because I wasn't a big fan of how the last one ended. Bane over Croc? I don't know. Killer Croc is pretty dope, but I think Bane has a better character to him, yeah. Curse of the White Knight is out? Yes, it is. I want a 0-year Batman movie. That would be pretty dope. Have you been watching Swamp Thing? And do you think the show will be picked up for a second season? Swamp Thing is not going to be picked up for a second season because they already destroyed the set. And no company is going to want to rebuild a whole nother set to actually keep that show going. So as much as Swamp Thing is awesome, I don't think they get a season 2. A lot of people were saying that it might get a movie with a new cast, which would be kind of stupid. But I think that's probably because they don't want people to think like, oh yeah, that means the DCEU is connected to the DC Universe shows and blah 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 blah. So they don't want any of that. So you'd have to recast the whole thing to not have that confusion, and it sucks. I think Swamp Thing's been great. I've been watching that. Have you guys been watching The Boys? Have you been watching The Boys? Because man, that show's pretty dope. It's not super amazing, but it's so cool to watch a show. It's on Amazon Prime, by the way. To watch a show where the heroes are actually the villains, but they're still playing the hero part. And it's like this whole, basically The Boys is what would happen to superheroes if they were controlled by corporate America, and it's a pretty cool concept. So I'm watching that right now. I'm 3 episodes in. Let's see, blah blah. You were like that when BVS came out. This is 11 out of 10. I thought BVS was badass, and I have always been somebody that has admitted that you can change over time, and that your ideas can change over time. And I still think I 100% admit that I'm biased towards BVS because it gave me the badass Batman I wanted. If I were to go look back on that movie with a film perspective, and like if the movie was solid all the way through, I would definitely have a lot more flaws with that movie. But I shot that video right after I saw it. I thought it was super hyped. It finally gave me the Batman fighting wise that I always wanted. But if you go back and look at, like, yeah, Batman killing, Batman not really being the best detective and all this other stuff, yeah, BVS has a lot of flaws in it. So, but hey, like I said, you can always change over time. I want to see a Court of Owls movie, or a game, or something. Yeah, Court of Owls would be pretty dope. Let's see. I have 7 wins in Apex. Dance over Apex. Some bro you are, Sam. What do you think of The Last Night on Earth? I've read the first issue. I haven't read next week's issue yet. Playing Apex without Sam. Playing Apex with Sam. Ooh, shots fired. If you could direct a Batman movie, what would your script/plot look like? I don't know, because I mean that would definitely be a dream. Would be to direct a Batman movie someday. But one, I don't think this is the thing. I don't think I would adapt a story. And the reason being is because just like you, just like me, you know that crazy fans exist. And just like everybody that's saying Hush sucks, the moment you take something, this is very Age of Ultron, because I hated Age of Ultron. I don't know what you guys thought. If you just steal a title from something and you don't remake that actual comic book into a movie, people are going to hate it. So I definitely wouldn't take a story that's existed before, unless I were to write Batman and then I was to write my own, like, then I was able to make a movie. So, like, that would be the greatest progression in my life or in my career, is if I got to write for Batman and I got to write some really cool stories and people actually loved the stories I wrote, and then I got to write a Batman movie and direct a Batman movie, then I would adapt my own shit. Because then I could add a little bit of stuff that you can't have in the comics that you could put in the movies, or vice versa. And I think that would be just a cool extra little thing to add. But if I was just to make a movie that would be Batman, I would try to make an original story. I would try to make something that hasn't existed, although there's 80 years and people would try to compare it to something. But I definitely wouldn't be like, oh, it's going to follow Court of Owls, or it's going to follow Hush, or it's going to follow that, because fanboys are just going to bitch and complain. So, because it's not going to be perfect. So I would definitely try to create an original story as much as possible. I would, of course, include people from the Rogues Gallery, but I wouldn't try to adapt the story, because I think that's just a failure before it even starts, because people will complain. Why did they even cancel Swamp Thing? They canceled Swamp Thing because AT&T didn't like where it was going. So there's a lot of craziness happening with DC. It's funny because I've heard a lot of podcasts and I've heard a lot of people in the industry talking about when DC was making DC Universe and when they were making Black Label and when they were doing all these things, it was when AT&T was buying Warner Brothers. So AT&T executives had to look at DC and see what DC was doing, because they're putting a lot of money into those companies. And they were like, what the hell's going on here? So they saw Swamp Thing, and apparently they didn't like that it was like, oh, we can't market it. We can't market this to kids, or we can't market this to whoever, like, because it's so scary, it's so adult. And I think that's one of the reasons why they just didn't know where it was going. They didn't think it felt like a comic book movie. They felt more like a scary movie or something like that. and or comic book show. So I think that's why it got an axe. A lot of people say it's because, you know, something about tax breaks or something weren't promised or whatever. That I've heard that's a lie. I heard it's actually just AT&T executives being like, we don't like this, cut the show, and they killed it. And it sucks because apparently James Wan had a plan for like 5 seasons that would build up to the Justice League Dark, which would have been amazing. So that sucks. And same thing with DC Black Label, which was supposed to be more adult, which is supposed to be more like, you know, freaking, not TVMA, but it was just supposed to be a lot more adult for mature audiences. Right when DC Black Label launched was the whole Bat Dick scandal. And AT&T was like, what is this? What is this? I thought comics were for kids. And they freaked out. And that's why you're probably not going to see a lot. You're not going to really see nudity or stuff in DC Black Label anymore. Because for some reason, America being the crazy free country we are, we have a problem with nudity, which blows my mind. And yeah, AT&T executives freaked out because they're like, oh, we can't market that to kids or something like that. So yeah, it's a bunch of stupid corporate bullshit that's getting things canceled and things less creative. Boys ending was disappointing. I haven't watched it all, so please no spoilers. Interesting. Wasn't gonna watch The Boys, but I'm gonna look into that. What up, George? How you doing? Batman will be the best CB movie. Mark my words. It hasn't come out yet, but all right, we'll mark your words. And is 7 wins enough to play with you guys? I don't know, Sam. I don't know. Because apparently a dance is more important. The Batman hired cinematographer from Rogue One. The look will be legit. Yeah, so it's also, he's been nominated for a few Oscars or something like that. But Rogue One, I mean, if he's going to make some villains look like that last Darth Vader scene, that's going to be dope. What up, David? It's a real shame thing about Swamp Thing. I was digging them introducing Blue Devil. Would you be interested if they were to do a Blue Devil film? I don't know anything about Blue Devil, so I can't really say I care for a movie or not. But you know what? I will watch any superhero movie as long as it's good and unique. For the longest time, I mean, I've said this a million times. If you've been on this channel before, you know how I feel about the Marvel movies. They're good movies. I mean, you know, there's definitely way worse superhero movies out there, but I don't like that they don't feel unique. Like, they all feel like they follow a template, and a template that works because they're all making $1 billion every time they get made. But I just don't like. I saw Spider-Man, but I wasn't like wowed by it, and I wasn't even gonna go watch it. But a friend of mine was like, "Oh, hey, you want to go see Spider-Man again?" When I was in LA, and I was like, "Sure, we're not doing anything else. Let's go watch Spider-Man." But I didn't watch it opening weekend or anything like that. I still haven't seen Captain Marvel. But it's just like those movies don't feel unique to me anymore. It just feels like they're following a formula, and they don't really try to be different. They don't try to be anything. Now, apparently, Doctor Strange is going to be the first horror Marvel movie, which is going to be interesting. So I'm interested to see how a Disney company like that is going to make a horror movie, and I wonder if there's still going to be a lot of jokes in it. Because if you're promoting something as horror, that shit should be scary. But we'll see. We'll see. Apparently, you know, Madness of the Multiverse or whatever it's called. It's a very comic booky name. I hope that Phase 4 going into X-Men, Disney starts changing their mentality. But I don't know. We'll wait and see. Juice. What up, Slam? How you doing? I hope the Joker movie actually has other characters. Falcone, Jim Gordon. Maybe. I don't really know. So, one cool thing I heard about the Joker movie is there is 0 CGI in that movie. So, everything is practical effects. So, if there's explosions, they more than likely blew something up. So, yeah, everything, painting, all that kind of stuff, action. Anything that's in that movie is all practical effects. There's no CGI in that movie, which is pretty awesome. And I think every Batman movie, for the most part, should not have CGI in it because I don't think it's really necessary. But, you know, again, this is not a Batman movie. It's the Joker. And apparently, I don't even know if he's going to, and I say apparently a lot. I'm like that little kid that, you know, apparently. But with the Joker movie, I believe that it's supposed to be more about the journey of the Joker, and it's not really like, oh, Joker's here, and now there needs to be a Batman and all this, because Bruce is a kid in this. So I don't expect a sequel from this. I don't expect a spin-off universe. I do not expect Joaquin Phoenix to jump over to the DCEU. I think this is just a film that they're gonna make, and then they'll make another one later on of a different character or something else. So I wouldn't expect anything to come out of this movie besides just hopefully it being a good movie. Bro, if you were 14, would you go to your high school dance or stay home and play video games? Which is something you can always do. I probably went to one high school dance because when I was in high school, dances were lame. I was hanging out with people at movie theaters and the mall and stuff like that. That's what I was doing. I went to my junior prom and didn't go to my senior prom because I didn't care. I'm very different in that sense, Sam. What would you rank? But if you're all for it, definitely experience any experience you can, Sam. Definitely do that. But I'm just saying, in my personal taste, I was like, what would you rank the Batman Hush film? Like 6 out of 10. I mean, I don't think it was terrible. I mean, like I said, I was entertained. I didn't think it was amazing. But yeah, that was just like an average animated film. Charlie Hunnam as Green Arrow. I mean, I'd be down for it, but will we ever get a Green Arrow movie? Not anytime soon, I don't think. Doctor Strange 2 may have jump scares instead of horror. Yeah, probably. It'll probably be like jump funny scares. Yeah, not a single green screen was used. And they're releasing it in theaters at 7. Yeah, that's what I definitely want to see that, Lucas. Hi, what up, Dylan? I'm a little late, but have you had the chance to check out Pennyworth? I haven't had the chance to check out Pennyworth. So I talked about it at the start of the stream. I'm barely watching The Boys right now. I still need to catch up. I'm one episode behind on Swamp Thing, the one that came out yesterday. So I'm currently watching The Boys. After I watch The Boys and catch up on Swamp Thing and Young Justice, I'll probably try to check out Pennyworth. But no, I haven't seen it yet. What if you went to an all-boys school and you got to see girls at the dance? You go to an all-boys school? R.I.P. R.I.P. Sam. R.I.P. That's another reason why I didn't care. I went to public school, so there was girls there all the time. What other villain besides Joker should get their own movie? Scarecrow. Scarecrow would be amazing. Scarecrow or Mr. Freeze. Just, a guy breaking down and trying to do everything he can to save his wife. That's pretty much all action movies all the time, mostly. So, yeah, just imagine Mr. Freeze having this crazy character study movie about him. That'd be pretty dope. Sam really stressed out about this dance. Yes, sir. But yeah, no, I think Scarecrow or Mr. Freeze would be really dope. So we'll see what happens there. But I don't know. I honestly think that if Joker is successful, it's the reason why you haven't seen other movies like that in that form. Red light, or not red light, green lit, or even in production, is because they're gonna see how Joker does. If Joker, makes 500 million or whatever it does, and people like it, and it gets Oscars or whatever, then I think DC's gonna be like, all right, this is our new label, DC Black Banner or whatever the hell they're gonna call it, where they make Elseworlds. They should just call it Elseworlds. Just call it DC Elseworlds so people know what that is. It's very comic booky. And then make something like Red Sun, or make freaking the vampire Batman movie, or just whatever. Just make other random shit that people know that these are not part of the DCEU. They're just Elseworld stories. Or make them, if you want to make all of them like realistic and grounded, yeah, you could do that too. I just hope the general audience is smart enough to know that, okay, that's not connected to this, blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, Marvel has kind of got people thinking like that, like, oh, this is all in the same thing. Although I feel like they're not really caring much as about that anymore. But, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Freeze needs justice done in a movie. He's one of those villains that you can really feel bad for. Juice, at my school, I'm in a love triangle between a girl in my class and a girl in my lower class and a girl in my higher class. What should I do? That's not really a triangle. That's more of a square. Because triangles only have 3 points and you got 4 people there. So have fun in your square? Yeah, Dylan's right. Go to the one for the love the most. It's the Illuminati. Okay, let's see. Adeline Gallagher, number 5 from Umbrella Academy, as Tim Drake. I haven't seen Umbrella Academy, and I already canceled my Netflix because I only wanted to watch Stranger Things. I saw that movie Polar, which was not great. Have you heard Black Mask is going to be gay in Birds of Prey? I have. I have no problem with it. Don't bring that negativity in here if you have an issue with it. Because as far as I know, they've never really specified anything about Black Mask in the comics. Although I haven't read everything that has Black Mask, but who cares if he is. I'll be on Twitch stream tonight. Peace out, Sam. Box. Hi, Bat from the Sun. Bat from the Sun? What are you doing? I saw that guy from Bat from the Sun at Comic-Con. I've met him once before, and he was not the greatest person. Or at least he didn't come off that way. But hey, he makes dope videos. Man, I forgot how to say that guy's name. He pronounced it. Is it Drakare? Dakri? I don't know how to say his name. Everybody's saying him as Red Hood, but I don't think that's gonna work because they freaking got a young Batman. You can't have, like, every Robin or Nightwing or whatever has to be a lot younger now. I don't know why. That's the one thing that sucks, that they, have it's still been Ben Affleck and we were going with the older Batman. Then yeah, those guys would be perfect. But all of the people have to be like 10 years younger than Robert Pattinson. And Robert Pattinson still looks like he could pull off 20-something. So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there with those kind of things. Daycur. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with the movies. Because if you want to make a Nightwing movie, you're going to have to cast somebody that looks fairly young, that could also play Robin, but then become Nightwing. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Juice, what would be better? Me making a comedy movie or me making an action movie? I don't know. What are you more into, David? That's really something you can answer, not me. Because your movie's gonna suck if you don't, if you're not passionate about it. What do you think about the announcement of Phase 4 of the MCU? It was okay. That was at Comic-Con. I was at Comic-Con when they announced it. Nothing wowed me. Like I said, at this point, like, Endgame, I jumped off the MCU train at Endgame. Like, that's kind of where I want to stop because I really enjoyed Endgame. I was like, cool. Everything else after this, I don't care. I'm not getting Disney Plus, so I'm not going to see any of those shows. And then I'll decide if I'm going to watch any other movies based on the trailers, but I don't really care. I just want the X-Men. Give me X-Men. That's when I'll jump back on the train. Right now, I've gotten off at the nearest stop, and I'll jump back on when the X-Men train comes around. Oh yeah? Oh really? I am really excited for the Harley Quinn TV show. Looks great. Just to let you know, Doom Patrol Season 1 comes out on DVD, by the way. Yeah. So Doom Patrol got Season 2. Congrats to Doom Patrol. They are dope. I love that series. I can't wait to see where they go from next because the first season was so weird and wacky. But yeah, I'm really excited for Season 2 of Doom Patrol. I'm excited for Season 2 of Titans, although the first season was kind of hit or miss. What new characters do you think Apex could add to their game? You know what? Apex needs to add another healer. Like, 100% needs to add another healer. I don't know why they have the freaking plus symbol next to freaking Bastion. Unless, again, I'm assuming that's a support logo. But then what is freaking Gibraltar? I wouldn't, because he has a shield. Like, I feel like that's where Bastion should be. Because that's support. I think a support should be shield, and then freaking, medic should be the plus symbol. They need another healer. They need somebody else that does something cool to heal your teammates. Because, Lifeline's the only one. She has that little thing. They need to add another healer that, can drop something down that heals or whatever. Or can heal things at people or drop med kits or something. That's what they need. They need another healer in that game, 100%. And make them like an alien or something. Give us a new kind of person, not all just humans. Like, give us something crazy. I mean, you got dinosaurs running across the map and flying. Like, give us like an alien or something that should be the next person. Let's see. It's coming out October 1st. Why not make an action comedy? Should Keanu Reeves reprise his role as John Constantine for the DCEU? No. 100% no. Look, I love me Keanu Reeves. Love me Keanu Reeves. I will watch John Wick 5,000 billion if he wants to keep making them. I'll watch all of them. But he's not a great actor. Like, dude's not winning Oscars or anything like that. I don't think he should be Constantine because then you got to worry about that whole universe mixing into the DCEU. If they want to make another Constantine movie with those same characters, but it's not DCEU, go for it. But if anybody's going to be Constantine in the DCEU, it should be freaking Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell just seems like he'd be the perfect freaking Constantine. Okay, are you excited for Rick and Morty season 4? Not really. I know a lot of people care about. Hold on. A lot of people are huge Rick and Morty fans. I think it's okay. I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever, but I mean it's funny. But I'm not like, oh my god. Bastion. You mean Pathfinder? They're robots. They're robots. Overwatch is still in my brain. Pathfinder. Bastion and Pathfinder. They're the same shit. I hope that the rumor of the DC Black Label is true because I'm really hyped for the violence in superhero movies, TV shows. Juice, have you heard JJ is back? JJJ is back from Spider-Man Far From Home. What do you think? Yeah, so I saw the movie. It's been out for a while. Sorry if that's a spoiler. Yeah, so he's back in Far From Home, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And if you saw my Flash video from Season 2, where I complained how there's no way that makes any sense, this is the same concept. Now, granted, 5 seasons later, or what, in Season 5, Season 6, they finally made it make sense. The MCU is going to need to do that now. Because there's no way that you could have Jameson looking the same from the Tobey Maguire movies and then have him be the same face in this freaking universe. It makes no sense, because then why doesn't Tom Holland look like Tobey Maguire? It doesn't make any sense. So they totally screwed that up right now. I don't know why they needed that cameo. I know that was like some fan service. Totally unnecessary. And I know they're, multiverse. But then are you saying that the multiverse either everybody looks the same or they're different? Like, that's what the CW did. They're like, no. Like, Flash can look like Arrow can look like this, blah, blah, blah. But MCU's not that way. It doesn't look that way right now. It looks like if there's different timelines or whatever, they're the same looking person. So either they're going to change that whole thing, but right now, it doesn't make any damn sense. Even with multiverse, which they did different timelines or whatever, and they're like, oh, that's the multiverse, blah, 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 blah. Well, then there's a whole lot of crap of questions we can ask. But it doesn't make sense why Tobey Maguire doesn't look like freaking Jonah Jameson. Doesn't make sense. Or that Tobey Maguire doesn't look like Tom Holland, and you know what I mean. Not all robots look alike. Yes, they do. Emma Stone for Poison Ivy, I'd be down with that. But I think if they're going green skin Poison Ivy, I don't think it matters who they cast, because they can just cover her skin. But I don't know. I'd be down with Emma Stone Poison Ivy. But I feel like if they're gonna, it really depends on what Matt Reeves does, to be honest. It really depends, because if you're doing Gotham City Sirens, that means you already have Harley Quinn, who's played by Margot Robbie, so they'll probably try to get diverse roles for Catwoman and Poison Ivy. But if freaking Matt Reeves casts a white actress for Catwoman, then they'll probably cast a Latina or something for Poison Ivy. So I don't really know. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they do with that movie, because it's gonna be based on Matt Reeves. And a lot of people were like, "Well, Matt Reeves' Batman is way earlier before." No. Don't throw that out of your mind. His thing, they're basically erasing Ben Affleck's Batman out of this series, so his shit's just gonna get placed in there. Let's see. JJ is a universal constant? No. Okay, Tom Hiddleston low-key as the new DCU Joker? No, I'm not up for that. Have you heard that Tom Holland has a girlfriend? Yes, but why are everybody trying to, why do we have this obsession with people's, like, significant others, like celebrities and stuff? Like, oh my god, did you know that so-and-so's dating? And, like, I just saw her and I freaking found her yearbook, and, like, I don't get why people do that. Like, it's weird. I heard that she's, like, people are stalking the fuck out of her already. That's why celebrities are so private about their shit, because everybody, like, looks into their freaking girlfriend's windows at night and shit. It's weird. I'm just glad that he is back, but I do see the problem that's Far From Home. Have you guys noticed that in the 2 Spider-Man movies, both of the Spider-Man movies, which are not fully controlled by the MCU because they're partnered with Sony, both of the Spider-Man movies have messed up the continuity? Like, Homecoming changed the year, or it had something to do with, like, the year and the timeline. They messed that up, and everybody's like, oh, no, I don't know. They were trying to explain it, but it doesn't make sense. They totally messed up the timeline. And then now this one adds Jameson, And now it's like, oh crap, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's weird that both Spider-Man movies have messed up the MCU timeline, which I find kind of hilarious. What up, Kyle? How you doing, man? I'm down for Emma Stone as anyone. Yeah, true. I have faith that Matt Reeves, so he will do just fine. I think Matt Reeves is gonna make an amazing Batman. If I had to place a bet, and I'm 50-50 on bets. If I had to place a bet, I kind of feel, I would say 60%. I say we're going to get freaking White Eyes Batman with Matt Reeves. I think Matt Reeves is going to give us freaking White Eyes Batman. I just have a 60% feeling. I could definitely be wrong, 100%, because he might also be looking for just, he's going to do the typical thing, because the only thing I could imagine that people avoid the White Eyes Batman is because they want to show the emotion in the actor's eyes. Because basically, if you're doing the whole thing like Deadpool or Orm from freaking Aquaman, you're taking away that actor's abilities to actually show that emotion with their eyes. Pattinson is apparently this super amazing actor, and maybe Matt Reeves just wants him for some kind of crazy emotional scene or something like that. But I really hope that he does White Eyes Batman, because I think that would, one, of course, be the most faithful comic book adaptation of Batman, and he's doing the detective stuff. And if Matt Reeves pulls off White Eye Batman in a movie, people are going to lose their shit, and I really hope he does it. Neil Patrick Harris as Riddler. He would be awesome, but I think he's too old. Have you heard Bruce Wayne is cast in Season 2 of Titans? Yes, it's Jorah from Game of Thrones. Yes. Sup, guys? What up, Middle? Middle, where were you last night, bro? We needed a third in Apex, man. We needed a third in Apex so bad. I will always turn off my brain for movies. I want a new Planet of the Apes movies. Zac Efron for Nightwing. Come on, DC, do it. Yeah, you know what? I honestly thought Zac Efron would have been Nightwing had they kept Ben Affleck. But now that they're going with a younger Batman, I don't know anymore. Daniel Craig as Spectre. Maybe. That'd be kind of dope. What if we get Blue Eyes, Blue Suit? Burp. I don't know if we'll ever get Blue Suit. I honestly don't know. If we got Blue Suit, that would be amazing. If we got Blue Suit, I would lose my shit. You will have one of your classic Juice videos of me freaking out about the Blue Suit. If that happens. I just don't see it happening. If we get White Eyes, Blue Suit Batman, I will have a freaking crazy freak out video. And people are gonna be like, what the hell, this guy's stupid, blah blah blah. But yeah, because that's when people see my old videos still, they're like, what are you on crack? You're stupid. And they say worse crap too. And I'm like, this video's 5 years old, dumbass. That's usually my reply. What kind of Batsuit would you like to see in the Batman? Blue suit. Blue suit and freaking white eyes. Perfect. Spectre would be a good rated R movie. Yeah, that would be dope, to be honest. Oh shit. YouTube stream. What up, HDMI? I honestly hope that they do James McAvoy for Riddler. I do like Nicholas Hoult choice, but would be perfect. Yeah, McAvoy would be pretty badass. I feel like he's in everything right now, though. I didn't even know. I was off, too, spending time with my wife. Wham, wham. Yeah, we hit you up on the Discord. Or it'd be dope if they get the Rebirth suit or something like that. I want to see something different from black on black again. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they stick with the black and gray, though. Who's the most famous person you've met? Huh. Well, I just met Todd McFarlane. He's pretty famous. I've met Raul Coley from iZombie. I ran into him at Comic-Con, by the way. If you guys watch iZombie, I ran into him again. I've met him twice, and he follows me on Twitter because he liked when I was covering the show, which I got to catch up on that show, too, because I think the finale's next week. I got to catch up on that. The most famous person I've ever met. I met Stone Cold Steve Austin once. Who is the most famous person I've ever met? I've met some of the Spurs. I met Jim Lee. Shit. I'd have to look at my photos. Because, I mean, I feel like fame's very different nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, I've met Jenna Marbles. I've met Rhett and Link. I've met Philip DeFranco. Like, all these people have millions upon millions of subscribers. You know what I mean? Are they considered famous? Because I've met a shitload of YouTubers. So yeah, I don't really know. Like, I've been in the area of PewDiePie. I didn't talk to him, but I was like at a booth that was right next to him. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's considered famous anymore. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Chuck's in here. Okay. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Okay. What's the better type of horror movie? Jump scare, slasher, or monster movie? It really depends because, like, I mean, Godzilla's a monster movie. Is that considered scary? Because I didn't find it scary. I think slashers fall under suspense and thriller nowadays, and horror is just kind of like jump scares. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of new horror directors coming up though that are trying to make some just crazy fucked up shit, and I'm interested in watching it. Although I feel like horror movies are better when you go with somebody. I don't watch horror movies by myself. Not because they scare me, because I genuinely don't really get scared at horror movies anymore, especially when we live in a society where you can just freaking go to the mall and get, like, shot to hell. So that's more scary than a movie to me. But I just find it hilarious when people do actually get scared by movies, watching it with them. So I usually don't go to horror movies by myself. So who's the Spectre? I have read comics, but is still trying to learn from Marvel and DC. I'm still learning. Just type it in. You'll see who it is. It's a very classic character. I know I'm late, but what did you think of Shazam? I love Shazam. Saw it 3 times. Thought it was dope. David Tennant, Doctor Who as Riddler. That would be great, but he's too old in my opinion. Although if there wasn't an age limit, I think he'd be great. But I think he doesn't fit the casting age right now. Zachary Levi is such a cool dude. I hope that he starts filming in 2020. I don't know, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if Shazam starts filming next year, because they're supposed to start filming when Black Adam starts filming, but they're not going to be in the same movies. Have you ever seen Scott Snyder's Youth's channel about writing comics? I have not. Norman Reedus as Deadman. That'd be kind of cool. Although I think Deadman should be played by the guy that played the fish creature in Hellboy, the first 2 movies, and he's the same actor that played the Fawn. Is it Fawn or Fern? The Goat Man in Pan's Labyrinth. Stephen Yeun as the Atom. Maybe. This man ate next to Gordon Ramsay. Oh yeah. I did eat next to Gordon Ramsay. I didn't talk to him, but he was literally at the table next to me. I can't wait for the day to see a movie directed by you. I'd try. Maybe one day, hopefully. Ron Perlman, who the original Hellboy as Swamp Thing. That would be dope, but I don't think he wants to do anything like that again. He was going to do Hellboy 3 out of respect for the fans. I just don't think he cares to... I don't think he cares to sit in the makeup table. I remember Pewds made a video about how he doesn't like superhero films. I remember every superhero fan lost their shit, and it was funny coming from a superhero fan. Still love his channel. I love PewDiePie too, but I think he was wildly off about that video. Like, I usually agree with a lot of stuff PewDiePie says, maybe like 80% of the time. But yeah, that superhero video was kind of off, because that man watches anime all the damn time. Like, he was talking all this shit about fanboys, yet he's like a super fan of like animes and stuff, which I thought was freaking hilarious. I'm like, well, do you do the same shit? Scott Snyder's YouTuber, my bad. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I think I want to say I know he used to post videos, but I didn't think he posted a lot, so I just never followed it. Fan casting is fun. Do you watch anime? I do watch anime. Just not a lot. What do you think DC's game plan should be? They literally have a plan right now. It feels like they're making random movies. I think DC and WB's plan right now is to make a few movies in a row and see if they're all successful. I think if these next 3 or 4 movies are successful, they'll be like, okay, we have a solid fan base. Let's go ahead and announce these are the next 6 movies we're working on. But I think right now they're actually trying to just, make one good movie at a time, because they've been pretty terrible. Juice, have you watched Death Note? Yes, I have watched Death Note. I've seen Death Note multiple times, but that was like, I haven't seen Death Note again in like 7 years. It's been forever, but I have seen it. Sorry, it was one of my favorite animes. It was just dope seeing how crazy it was planned out. I miss seeing your videos. Sorry about missing out, man. I've been busy, but now I'm gonna catch up. Yeah, if you haven't seen my last like 3 or 4 videos on this channel, please go watch them. They could definitely use some love. Give them some likes, leave a comment, cause they need it. I'm gonna try to have one out Monday, maybe tomorrow, But I'm trying to work on some stuff. I got an announcement that I got to make in the Twitch stream. I'm not going to announce it here because I don't really think it'll affect YouTube. But I got an announcement for Twitch because stuff might be changing. So definitely tune into that if you want to catch that. Do you watch Mob Psycho 100? I do not. Watch My Hero Academia and Hunter x Hunter. So I've heard good things about both of those. Everybody tells me to watch Heroes all the time. Hunter x Hunter, I've definitely been told to watch that. I just don't know what it's about. What did you think about Mysterio in Far From Home? I thought he was dope. I mean, I thought it was cool. I will say that I missed half of the freaking hallucination scene. Sorry. Or what do they call it? Illusion scene. It's more of an illusion, not a hallucination. I missed part of it because I chugged a whole soda and I ate a whole bag of freaking sour punch, sour power, whatever. I forget what they're called. The freaking straws, the delicious ones. I ate a whole bag of those, and my stomach was like, bitch. And I just left the movie theater. Again, I didn't care for the movie, so I wasn't like, oh my god, I gotta watch this. I was like, nah, my stomach hurts. So I dipped. So I missed part of that scene. How do you produce a movie? You get a lot of money, or actually, you don't really need a lot of money. You just need an iPhone, probably a wide-angle lens if you can get one, which they're not that expensive. I mean, well, they're like $120, so depending on your age, you might think it is really expensive. But yeah, so yeah, maybe an iPhone. Maybe get a tripod so you can, have a steady shot. Get some actors, and unless you don't want to make a movie with actors, maybe you want to do a documentary. You don't need a lot to make a film. Freaking an iPhone, legitimately, an iPhone can freaking make you a movie. And then look, you can just get one of these. Do I have it? You get an iPhone. You get an iPhone case. Hold on. I might have to go soon. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I might have to end the stream here in a little bit. My food has arrived. So yeah. But look, iPhone. Get one of these lenses right here. Boom. Right there. You already got something like that. Get yourself a tripod. This is a baby one, but you can get a bigger one. I don't have the thing you would mount it on, but boom, you'd mount it on like that. And right here, you got a freaking camera, man. It's just freaking insane. It'll show a lot of stuff. You can go film your shit. The audio quality on this is not too bad, but you can actually buy like a $100 mic, and the mic will actually go into the bottom of the phone, and boom, you'll get solid shotgun audio. You can literally make a film. I mean, I want to say Zack Snyder made a film or a short film on an iPhone. So, yeah. You don't need a lot to make a movie, but if you are going to get that kind of quality from a phone and stuff like that, you want to make sure that, you got a good story or you got something cool. David Sandberg, I believe is David F. Sandberg because there's multiple of them. The guy that directed Shazam, he's a horror director. He got into the movie business by doing a short film called Lights Out. We could probably show it on here. Like, we could end the stream like that. Do you guys want to see David Sandberg's freaking short film that got him into the movie business? Let me know. Comment in the comment section if you want to see that short film. It's I think it's like 5 minutes. It's not long. YouTube is treating YouTube gaming like shit because they can do all the swearing and funny dark humor, such as Bummer Now. They have to play kid games and stupid shit. I'm sorry, it's bugging me. Yeah, YouTube gaming has changed a lot. I mean, at least YouTube's #1 trending on YouTube gaming all the time. I feel like they have 3 good movies with Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. Joker looks great. They need to have 2 good films. Bro, the illusion fights were really well choreographed and made. I was impressed. I mean, a big budget movie, 50 to 20 million. If you're trying to do a big budget movie, you need investors. Pizza stream on Twitch? No, it's not pizza. Trust me, Mob is a great anime, especially the second season. Yep, hell yeah. I saw the Lights Out short film like a year or 2 before the movie came out. It's crazy. What is your favorite Batman between Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck? If we're talking about Batman, as in just Batman, not Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck. But movie-wise, Keaton's. I love Keaton's. I saw it, but it's really good. Yes. Okay, alright, so I'll try to bring it up here. I don't know if I can, because I don't have it set up for... I don't have it set up for YouTube, but I'll try to get it going. Let me see if I can find it while... And then we'll end the stream like that. Let's see. It's pretty dope. And if you're, like I said, if you're inspired to make YouTube videos... It's called Lights Out, Lucas. Right? Short film. Okay, I think this is it. 5 years ago, and it's not even 5 minutes. Let me just make sure. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna scroll through it to make sure it's the right one. Is this the right one? Hold on. I don't know if this is the right one, to be honest. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, it's Lights Out. I'm excited for Halloween. I love Zack Snyder. It's such a bummer WB gave him blah blah. Made a Dawn of the Dead. Okay, Lights Out would sound like a good rap album. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring this up right now. Let's see if I have web display. Okay, so sorry about this crappy. Let me fix that real quick. Wait, can I even? There we go. Oh, wrong thing. Hold on. Let me fix this so I can actually show the actual video. Oh. Alright, whatever. So, I'm still here. Okay, so this is Lights Out. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream like this. Are you excited for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Yes, I want to go watch it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the music. We're gonna turn off the music. I hope my shit doesn't get demonetized because of just watching this last video, but if it does, whatever. Alright, so this is Lights Out, everybody. This is a short film by David F. Sandberg, and this is what got him into films, which is crazy. Alright, so let me know if you can hear it, too. Nice. Apparently that's his wife, too. If you don't know who that is, that's his wife from freaking Shazam. She's the lady that gets burned up in Shazam. Ooh. Just a simple ass. Ah! So he filmed everything with his wife. So if you got a girlfriend or you got a friend, they can be your actor. So it's 2 freaking shots. It's crazy. Or I should say 2 locations. Simple sound editing. I would not sleep with that door open, by the way. If I saw shit like... Well, I wouldn't sleep in that damn house. Ooh. Perfect sound editing. The sound editing makes fucking horror the best. Covers ain't gonna protect. Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! It's crazy! Oh, bitch! She unplugged it? I don't remember if she unplugs it or not. Oh, man, I would not do that, man. Shit like that, you're gonna get pulled under the bed. Shit. Ah! Yeah, the fucking face of that thing. Look at that. Ah, the face. The face freaks me the fuck out every time, yo. Freaks me out every time. Every freaking time. It's just a weird ass face. Okay, where's the YouTube screen? Every time. So weird. It's just so fucking weird. All right, let me see if I can get off of that. Where's the freaking comments at? Hold on. There you are. I was like, where did I put the comments? Let's see. All right, so I love Zack Snyder, blah, 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 lights out, good, okay, if DC wanted to cater to anime fan demographic, which DC character would go with? I mean, they kind of tried to do that already with, Batman Ninja, so, you know, they tried. Let's see, and they also did an anime Batman series for a little bit, too. When are you streaming on Twitch, Juice? Probably in like an hour 30, maybe. Are you excited to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? I already read that. Is my favorite new horror director thanks to James Wan. Let's see. Teen Titans anime would be dope. I agree. Marvel vs. DC movies in 2030. I don't remember the ass. Teen Titans original needs 4 seasons in anime form. I don't think Dave Chambers likes his wife. She's always dies in his films. I think she just dies in all his films to not have her be a real actor in every film. So I think that's why she dies so fast and everything. What the fuck? Okay, this is just to show you that you don't need the best equipment to make a good film. Exactly. That's why I was talking about, you know, you can make a film with your damn iPhone. Wow, awesome. Batman Ninja trailer looks great. Is this going to be a sequel for Shazam? Yes, they're already writing it. What up, Sean? Okay, guys, so I'm sorry if you guys just got here, because we're going to be ending the stream soon. Like I said, my phone just got here. Let's hope Batman from the box. Let's hope so, Batman from the box. Quentin Tarantino never disappoints. It was awesome. You saw it already, Lucas? Yeah, I'm probably going to watch it maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll go watch it tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for coming. If you guys are sad that this stream is ending right now, go follow us on Twitch. I will be streaming on Twitch in about an hour and a half. So go follow us over there. We'll be playing some video games, probably some GTA, maybe some Apex. Let me know. I mean, not let me know, but that's probably what we'll be playing. But yeah, go hang out with us over there, over on Twitch, because yeah, if you're not doing anything tonight, if you're not going to a dance, Sam, not here anymore. But yeah, if you guys aren't doing anything, come hang out with us later, because we will be streaming. But I'm going to go eat some food, guys. If you haven't watched any of my last videos on this channel, please go watch them. Give them some love. They need the help. I'm going to try to get some videos out for you guys this week. I'm going to try to work on them tomorrow, actually. And yeah, we're going to go from there, guys. So yeah, definitely go give those videos some love. Give this video some love. Give it a like if you can. And that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, I'm your host, Juicebox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. But I'm a daily dose of juice. See you guys next time.